the effects of it. So here you get into this space, which has its own levels of complication. Republicans, in large measure, really would like the administration to slow down. To be honest, they like things to just take another day or two to think it through, so you don't then have the pile on afterwards, as we've seen with this current decision. If you think it through, if you deal with the effect, I saw the exchange between you and Rice about the green cards. Well, the order says what the order says. Yeah. And so you can say what you want about what you thought the green cards were in or not in, but the reality of it is Republicans and others are looking what's on the paper, and that's what people are going to be responding to. So there is this hesitancy right now.
I mean, the green card thing is actually pretty straightforward. The point I think he was trying to make is that if you have a green card, you're not going to be kept out of the country, but you will be subjected to further questions.
And that's the issue, whether that's constitutional.
Right.
That may not be constitutional, and that could be where this order gets stayed.
Well, look, this is also not unprecedented, by the way. I mean, Barack Obama put a pause for 6 months on refugees coming from Iraq back in 2011. I don't remember protesters, and I don't remember lawsuits. So I think the bigger question, if this is a temporary pause, which is designed for us to improve and look at our vetting processes, and it indeed temporary, I don't necessarily think that's an outrageous idea, but the bigger question should be implementation. Did you get it right from the start?
But that's what people are nervous about.
Yeah, Chuck, some things are true even if Donald Trump believes them. I think we always have to remember that. And one thing is true is we live in an age now where there are 65 million migrants traveling around the world. That is more than any time in recorded history, according to UNHCR modern records, okay? So there is a need, I think, to sit back and say, how do we respond to that? What is the commercial interest we have? What's the ethical interest we have? Our historical commitment? It really needs to be thought out, I think. You do that carefully. And it seems to me one of the terrible signals we may be sending is a lot of people that just don't go there. And let's remember, this is an iPhone. The guy who conceived this iPhone was conceived by an immigrant to the University of Wisconsin. His name was Abdul Fattah Jandali. He was Steve Jobs' biological father. He was from Homs, Syria.
All right, with that, I'm going to pause.